Serotonin and dopamine, the only two things you enjoy. Mexico, Egypt, Indonesia. What does this mean? That, my friend, is exactly the question you have to ask. It means that this is one of the best ways to pile up rocks and not have them fall down for a long time. Saw a cool bird and googled what it was called. LMRO, I hate ornithologists. Bulk bad with yellow head. Yellow-headed bulk bird. Nice book. Too bad it was all plagiarized from the dictionary. How do you invite someone over, ages 25 to 35, to your apartment in the evening without leading them to think Lex is on the table? Tell them Lex is on the bed. Joker ending explained. Those names were the people who worked on the film. The cliff tourist is the only human organ whose sole function is sexual pleasure. It has about 8,000 nerve endings, while the pens has about 4,000. Fact, that is not a cliff tourist, that is a grapefruit. October 31st. Hey kids, I've got candy. Okay. November 1st. Hey kids, I've got candy. Not okay. I can't afford that. Report. GTA 6 is set to be the most expensive game of all time, costing between $1 to $2 billion. You are a cute coffee pie. You are narrow, scolding and irrational. One pack a day for 20 years versus healthy lungs. They are both dead. Native Americans, First Nation people of Canada and Aboriginal Australians would disagree. 100% of the people who stay in their own countries don't get detained and separated from their children at the border. You just made food. You're at the table. Laptop open. What are you watching first? You too bad. English grammar exam. Question. Make a sentence using the word ignominious. Answer. I don't know the meaning of the word ignominious. Teacher. Me. Can't have a hostage situation if the hostage is dead. Milky Way. No matter how kind you are, German kids are kinder. Today was Ranch Day at their high school. Why did you choose our company? Because you are recruiting. What can you bring to the company? A new employee. What the hell? 40 alternatives to self-harm. Harm someone else. Angry husband fills wife's car with concrete after she changed her surname. I hope she takes him to court. She has concrete incidents. When you realize that waiting for the waiter makes you the waiter. I like them thick as duck. But Sir Newton, we can't write that. Then write this. The greater the mass, the greater the force of attraction. I swear uni is the only place where you'd be in the library from 12 to 12 and still be behind on work. How much are you expecting to get done in 0 minutes? Name something invented by the Germans without googling. They invented a lot of things without googling. I'll do anything you want for $50. Give me $75. Me, I hit an animal, my truck is totaled. Am I covered? Insurance. Yes. What did you hit? Me, a fish. Good luck breeding those lions. Every taco is hand-rolled with Atlantic Mexican spices by genuine Mayan virgins. Or cardas, depending on who's available. Hi, are these still selling? Would you ship to Spain if I pay for ship? I don't do international shipping, I'm afraid. Afraid of what? Do not be scared. I was on the moon. Where were you 49 years today when the real Buzz and Neil Armstrong made those historic first steps onto the moon? What's a fun little fact about yourself? I turned 11 on the 11th of November 11. Edit. The 11th of November 11 for the non-Americans. That edit is hilarious. For those who don't know the difference between a crocodile and an alligator, the crocodile is the one next to the alligator. Are you expert in English? Yes. Then, answer my one question. Okay. A mother beats up her daughter because she was drunk. Tell me who was drunk. She. A second great reason to not eat uranium. How many calories in uranium? 20 billion calories. A gram uranium is roughly 20 billion calories. Throwback to when I used to smoke foot and sniff coke. Thank God I'm a changed man now. But why would the FBI need a paperclip? You have 5 minutes to hide a paperclip in your home. A detective has 24 hours to find it, and if they don't, you get 10,000. Where you're hiding it? Right on the kitchen table. I don't even want the one paperclip, let alone 10,000 paperclips. If you get caught masturbating and you stop, then you're just the guy who got caught. But if you keep going, then the guys who caught you become guy for watching. Success is all about finding the hidden advantage in a negative situation. Tony Robbins. Desktop goals. Useless. How the duck can I access the invisible programs behind Earth? Wait 12 hours and they'll be at the front. If I was an Italian plumber whose girlfriend was constantly being imprisoned in castles by an evil fire-breathing lizard, I would simply not take part in recreational go-kart races with aforementioned lizard. I accidentally swallowed a bunch of Scrabble tiles. Your next trip to the bathroom could spell disaster. Nerd and loser were like hard-hitting insults in the early 2000s, and now they are used as affectionate terms. We have truly come full circle. Sorry, but no, we did a 180. A full circle would mean we went back to them as insults. Nerd. Accuracy versus precision. In his defense, his eyes are blurry. Why don't humans have a specific noise? That means there are bees here. Let's leave immediately. Why are elephants more advanced than us? We do have a specific noise. It sounds like this. There are bees here. Let's leave immediately. Sky. Sunny side of pyramid. Shady side of pyramid. Zabi easily. He's one of the best young managers in Europe. Take out the word young. He's one of the best. You can also take out the word best. He's one of the managers in Europe. You can also take out the words one of the managers. He's in Europe. Okay, so the samurai were officially abolished as a caste in Japanese society during the Meiji Restoration in 1867. The first ever fax machine, the printing telegraph, was invented in 1843, and Abraham Lincoln was famously assassinated at Ford's Theater in 1865, which means there was a 22-year window in which a samurai could have sent a fax to Abraham Lincoln. ODP. Tell all the butchers you're mine. Tie me up and do what you wanna do. Stay within your limits. Tell all butchers you're mine. DX. Cars have windows and can move. Houses have windows and can't move. So it's not the windows that make the car go, it's something else entirely. I won $3 million in the lottery and donated a quarter of it to charity. Now I have $2,999,999.75. What screams I peaked at high school? I peaked in high school. You're technically correct. The best kind of correct. Underrated. You know the earth is 71% water. That's uncarbonated. That is accurate. So, technically flat. Where can I find this mug? In James Hoffman's studio. This is what sand looks like under a microscope. Hey, it's Mr. T. Who's the chick? Mr. T. It's April Fools. I mean, correctly is the only word spelled correctly. Every other word is not spelled correctly. Ah yes. Good old memories. Box full of memories. There were 15 pieces. This is a hairbrush. The hairbrush my daughter leaves hanging in the shower. Condos are not biodegradable. If you care about the planet, have unprotected sex. STDs and babies are also not biodegradable lol. Babies are absolutely biodegradable. It's a new day in America. Joe Biden is not my president. Are you Trump supporter? No, I'm from India. I ordered a BLT. Child. Dad, what's a forklift? Dad, food, usually. I got the chance to say this in my group chat and couldn't resist lol. That's bold. No, this is bold. Thank you for explaining the word many. It means a lot. The tides have turned. Kark. I said my name was Mark with a C. Human rights aside, this World Cup has been quality. Mere deers aside, Ian Huntley was a good school caretaker. Serial killing aside, Harold Shipman was a good doctor. Paige Ufolian aside, Jimmy Savile was a great marathon runner. A picture of a web developer. Behold, the horror beyond your comprehension. Why aren't you trembling with fear? I don't get it lol. How a baseball injury made a genius. Savant syndrome. I got punched in the head once and woke up and became smarter too. The next time, I ducked. If you could be shot anywhere on your body, where would you choose? The head. Lol. No, I mean where would you be shot to feel the least amount of pain? Oh haha, I gotcha. The head. Free hat in every box. How often do planes crash? Just once. The Shaman was the absolute greatest tank of World War II. Please explain how? Because it was the most complete package. No one thing about the Shaman was the absolute best that was available, but when all the parts were put in a single tank, it was truly the best overall tank then in existence. It had, for that time, an almost ideal combination of firepower, protection, mobility, reliability, and crew survivability. No other tank of World War II was as well balanced as the Shaman. The Germans lost. Your app name is Young plus something you always carry with you, no matter where you go. Young student loan debt. Do you just spend all of your time commenting on those meme channels posts? You're literally everywhere. To be fair, you are also everywhere if you see this person everywhere. What video game is hard to stop playing once you start? Tetris. If you stop, it piles up really quickly. If you're single. 1. You're either talking to someone. 2. Stuck on an ex. 3. Chasing someone who's taken. No bro, we ugly. Wife. I just got stung by a jellyfish. Quick, pee on it. Me, peeing on jellyfish. This is for stinging my wife. Approximately 1% of the static noise you see on analog TVs is the residual effects of the Big Bang. Isn't everything a residual effect of the Big Bang? What's your favorite kind of soup? Chicken and vegetable. A fine choice. Why thank you. What an odd first question though, aha. You can tell a lot about somebody by their favorite soup. What can you tell about me? You like chicken and vegetable soup. Consider, AI has to be better than this. I said, give me a word that sounds like grateful, but means the opposite. The reply was ungrateful is a word that sounds similar to grateful, but holds the opposite meaning. I used to be a person, but now I'm this pole. This is my body. Don't help me. I like this. I wish I was a pole. How can I become a pole? Move to Poland. I hear a lot of Poles live there. These huge companies all started from a garage. What's your excuse? Apple, Disney, Amazon, Google. I don't have a garage. You all have a new nephew. Born about 9:30. 7 pounds. 12 ounce baby. Mom and dad doing great. To be named tomorrow. Tomorrow is a really stupid name for a baby. Dog clicked a baby's head. I saw it. The baby was bald. How? How exactly was this a shower thought? I remembered it in the shower. Anakin, Padme, Obi-Wan, Anakin, forget about her. Remember what I taught you. Anakin, it's over Padme, we have the high ground. Obi-Wan, yeah, it's over Padme, we have the high ground. Andrew, your friends on Facebook, lives in UK. Hello. Who are you? Andrew. Andrew. Where did you have your first kiss? Mouth. Question. What's the worst thing to do at a funeral? Answer. The corpse. Confused screaming. If you nut while snacking your own nut, as long as you swallow, you don't lose no nut November, since the nut never left your body. What screams I have no life? Tombstone with your name on it. I love going outdoors. It's much safer than going out windows. What happens if someone slaps you at high frequency? It hurts. Eating sugar will only make you feel good for a few minutes, as opposed to not eating sugar, which will make you feel good for 0 minutes. My friend, don't worry, there's plenty of fish in the sea. The fish in the sea. How tall are you? Between 1 and 2 meters. I love you. Nice, that's my favorite letter too. I just drank my own pass. The taste was ducking disgusting. It was incredibly salty. Also, my stomach hurts now. Thanks universe. Okay, but actually, what will happen? What are the side effects? You'd eventually pee it out. If there are plenty of fish in the sea, then why the duck am I single? You're single because you're looking for fish to mate. Maybe try humans. Parmigiano Reggiano makers are putting edible microchips the size of a grain of sand into their 90-pound cheese wheels to combat counterfeiters. Big Pharma is putting microchips in people. The lunatics were this close to being exactly right. I'm trying to date this globe. Can someone help? I'm thinking it's from 1953 to 1958, though I'm not sure. You can't date the globe. They aren't sexually attracted to humans. In Pulp Fiction, 1994, if you pause the movie at this exact scene, it won't keep going until you hit play again. Officer, do you know why I stopped you today, sir? Carl, because I'll let you. Mom died of dementia. Grandma died of dementia. Dad died of dementia. Granddad died of dementia. Oh, don't worry, you'll forget eventually. If a circle's radius is 7.472 and I ate 25 children today, calculate the mass of the sun. 1.9891 times 10 to the power of 30 kilograms. The body positivity movement. The only movement that doesn't require movement. LMFROOOOOOOO. Bro. Sugar is bad. Sugar makes you hyper. Tolerate sugar. Don't you understand? The human race is an endless number of monkeys. And every day we produce an endless number of words. And one of us already wrote Hamlet. My parents in their 20s. Let's buy this house and have 3 children. Me in my 20s. Alcohol won't take you anywhere. Nobody drinks it as a mode of transport. How's your business trip going? Not great. I need to find a new hotel. Oh no, why? This one has bed bugs. I'm changing the locks before you get home. $1.6 billion worth of gold. One of those bars is enough to change someone's entire life and their family's lives, especially if dropped directly on their head. I hate the new buzzword chemicals, as if it's a bad thing. I think when a lot of people think of the word chemicals, they think of bleach, ammonia, and lie and think I don't want that in my body. Every chemical is dangerous. If everyone completely stopped consuming chemicals, there would be world peace, and everyone would be equal. There would also be no crime or pollution. In fact, nearly every statistic about humans would drop 0% in as little as a single week. For reference, $0.25 in 1940 would be a bit less than $5 today. Technically, $0.25 now is still less than $5 today. Section 5. 1. Washington's army didn't receive any support from Godzilla. It's technically true. My history teacher would give you a half point or quarter point for an answer that was not wrong. This is not wrong. What does the yellow light on a traffic signal mean? Slow down. What does the yellow light on traffic? Real life photo of a unicorn. Men are just animals, aren't we? I thought this was a silly comment at first, but then I thought about it a bit more and realized many of us do that. You'll be surprised to learn that women are also animals, not just men. What's the strangest nourishment your parents ever gave you? My parents said I was playing too much Skyrim when it came out, so they took the router with them to work every day. Good thing you don't need internet to play an offline single player game. Broke my hand. Great games that only need one hand. Currently only have a Mac. Would love to hear all your suggestions. I think all the Slex games are made to be played with one hand. People joke with this, but in my experience these are definitively the ones that require two hands the most. I don't understand why some people use fractions instead of decimals. It's pointless. Well, look, you gotta draw the line somewhere or else people will think you're being irrational. But that is beside the point. Men who got vasectomies, what happened afterwards? What side effects were present? And how did it affect your sex life? What comes out? Kids were still on the couch when I returned from the procedure. Fail. When you get sunburned, you are technically getting starburned. I used to get Stephen Hawking and Tony Hawk confused. What the duck? Understandable. They both loved ramps. Olivia Rodrigo tells Rolling Stone she's really afraid of birds. Birds are so foreign to us. There's not one body part that looks like ours. A guy once told my lesbian friend that being a lesbian is a huge turn off for guys and that she'll never find a boyfriend. One of my co-workers never gets sick, but somehow her son always does when she is scheduled to work on a Saturday. Probably from his weekend immune system.